Okay, I'm installing a Tyger tow hitch. It's a class 2 tow hitch on the Jeep. This is it right here. This is the connection that goes with it for the lights. So now that I removed these bolts, there is this little plate that fell off. That's okay. I will have to put it back on whenever I'm ready. It's this little plate right here. So anyway, I removed these bolts. They're this long, and now I'm just gonna see if this fits. Try to install it in the middle. I think this is it. Get in there. There you go. I think this is it. Let me see if it's the middle. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so it looks very legit. It looks very centered, and it doesn't compromise my angle when I'm off-roading. So if I'm coming off, I like how it's tucked in. If I'm coming off a obstacle, it's not passing the bumper, so that's a good thing for me. So the way I understand it, this connection for the tow hitch uses the wires found in the back of this, and then it also connects to the battery, and the wires on the back of this is for turn signal and I guess brake light when you hit your brakes, and then it connects to the battery for power, and then there's a converter or whatever this is that you need to hook up somewhere. So that's the first thing, is to open this, and in order to do that I need to open this thing right here on the car. I need a screwdriver. So better than a screwdriver, I have this. Let's see if I can do it while holding. Oh, that easy. And then there is a screw here that I can use. I'm not ashy, this is just the dust from doing the hitch earlier. So this is using the Jeep screw right here. This one. There you go. So that was the only thing to unscrew, and I left it there. Now the light pops out. The next step is to disconnect this. I think there's I don't know, but it's self-explanatory. It looks like you pull this out, but it's basically something you don't use a lot of force. Yeah, I'm gonna put a screwdriver in here and then pull upwards, and then I'll be able to remove this connection. So now we're supposed to take the control box. It has a ground wire connection right here, and it has a bunch of connectors. We're supposed to take the connector that has yellow and brown, this one here, and then plug it back to what was just disconnected. And there's only one, so it's like this, and there's only one of those that can connect here, like male to female type. So that was a perfect fit. So now I need to attach from the control box piece, I need to attach the ground wire. This is the ground wire with the provided screw that came with this package. Probably here, literally on the car, so I have to drill a hole. That should work. So I'm gonna use my screwdriver and things like that. I guess I'm just gonna do it right here. Alright, the ground wire is screwed in. Actually, I had a little trouble. I'm gonna put some electrical tape on top just to be safe. I lost the screw that came with the ground wire. It fell in here somewhere and I couldn't find it. So I had to use this to make a hole in here, but then it wasn't big enough for this screw that I had. the hole wasn't big enough, so after making that tiny hole, I used this and a hammer to make that space bigger for the screw I currently have in there. So anyway, long story short, the ground is in there. So now we need to connect. So this is the power cable. We need to connect this to the other black cable from this kit that we connected to the driver's side. And eventually this is going to connect to the battery. But for now, oh, I need to strip it. It's not, they didn't strip it. Oh my God. I don't have anything to strip this. I'll figure it out. Okay, so I'll figure out how to strip this and then connect it with this connector that comes with the kit. So actually, I did have something to strip. I had this in my tool bag and I used it to strip the wire, and this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna put it into this connector and then clamp it down, and then do the other thing, the same thing with the other side. So I use electrical tape to secure that connection. The next step is to take this cable, feed it down the same opening down here, and make sure it comes out this way somewhere. So I'm feeding it through this hole in the back here. Honestly, that's the only option available, like this back hole. So for now, just making sure there's enough cable, and there is, and I'll tie it down at the end. So now this what is this? Is this a converter? It needs to be taped to the bottom, like here. Is the flash on? Yeah, the flash is on. It needs to be taped to the bottom right here. I already wiped the bottom. There's a lot of dust, so they provide double-sided tape. Turns out the double-sided tape they provide is not great quality, so I'm having to press down a little bit, not too aggressively because I'm pretty strong. So it stays, I guess, maybe a minute or two, and I'm gonna let it go so it sticks. If it doesn't, I have double-sided tape. Maybe I should have used that from the beginning. And this is what it looks like when done. So now this white and green harness, which is connected to this base, needs to somehow cross over, so it connects here on the passenger side tail light section. Let's figure that out. Well, first of all, it looks like the only option is to make it go through the same hole that I use for the other connection that's out. That's the first option. I think that's the only option, actually. So there's a little Jada Pinkett Smith action going on here with the cable entanglement. I'm going to fix it so there's more cable when I cross over to the other side. So here's that wire. I hope you can see, it's the sun, so I'm gonna put it behind this bar right here. It looks like there will be enough cable, and then I'll tie it down later. So behind this bar is where I'm gonna put it, and then up that way. Just have to open the passenger tail light again. So my car is very dusty because I'm always off-roading, and I don't bother cleaning it. Like, yeah, because I'll off-road today, clean it, and then off-road tomorrow. What's the point? Anyway, I don't care. Judge me. So the tail light is out the same way the other tail light was taken out. And okay, now that this is out, gonna fit that cable through somewhere. I don't know where. I have an idea. So this green wire cable needs to fit through the bottom all the way up here, and I don't know which entrance. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know how to get it here, so I'm gonna use a wire. This is a hanger, coat hanger, well, a shirt hanger really, and then put it through whatever hole it comes out of. I'm gonna tape that green wire cable to it, and then pull this up so I can find my way. All right, so that's the coat hanger, and then this is the bumper bar, and then this is that cable I'm trying to fit up there. So yeah, that's gonna be easy. I'm just gonna tie it like this, or I can manually follow, but either way I'm just gonna tie it like this or something and then pull it up. Okay, tied it to the electrical tape, and now I'm gonna pull the wire hanger. All right. Okay, we made it. So when you make it, there's a male and then there's a female. Obviously you connect female to the male portion of the car. That's the only way to connect it. And then you grab your light. The other female connection that goes with this male connection, you just connect them together. In terms of connection, the last thing to do is to connect the power black cable, which is from the driver's side all the way to the battery and through the passenger side, meaning I don't want to go under the car through this side, through the driver's side, you know, and then I have to cross over that way. Actually, it's not recommended in the manual, so gonna go cross over this way underneath the car, and then underneath the car run it through this way underneath the car, and then come up and connect it to the battery this way. I went and bought some proper zip ties, 14-inch, Home Depot. I'm gonna zip tie the hell out of all this. So the power cable, I wanna make it go along this bar, and then along this side, and all the way down there towards the battery. Okay, tie it around this sharp thing, around this existing cable, and it goes like this. And I'm planning to go in here, which goes all the way over there. I think that's the best thing to do. So while I'm here doing all this, I think I'm gonna take some time to wipe my off-road camera lens. Alright, using the hanger trick again to get the wire across this rock bar all the way across over there. I went in for some water. The lady said she wants to come out and stay with me, so I trust her. She won't do anything. I didn't realize my car was so tall. She can just fit right under it. Okay, Lily is helping. So far so good. So after passing the power cable through the rock bar right here, this is how much cable I have. I just wanna make sure I have enough to go up to the battery. So let's check that. Come on, Lily. Okay, from here I have a line of sight. This is where I am, and I have a line of sight to the battery. So right here I'm thinking definitely gonna use the hanger thing. This, stick it through there and get on the other side to see if I can find it. Okay, so here it is, right here. So it came the harness thing, I mean so the kit came with this connector and this fuse thing right here. So what I'm supposed to do is the power cable connects to this connector, and then the fuse goes into this connector, and then at the other end of the connector I use this connection thing right here, this one here. Oh wait, I use this connection thing right here to connect it to this side of the battery. Let's do it. Okay, this is what it looks like fully assembled. So what I want to do now, before I make all the cables pretty and things like that, I bought this at Harbor's Freight. It's a this trailer light tester. I'm gonna use that to test, make sure everything is good. I had forgotten to reconnect the driver's side light. I'm not an electrician, I'm not a mechanic. So seriously, for me, the first test is when I turn on the car, if it doesn't explode. I will be very happy, just if the car doesn't explode. Okay, the car did not explode yet, so we're good with that. Left turn, let's see what happens. I'll be damned. It works. Oh shit, that's left turn. God damn. Okay. Okay. Alright, in terms of connection, this is the final. You can barely tell what you can't even see the trailer cable at all, except for this right here. But basically what I did, I put it behind this thing right here, well, inside of it. So I already had this thing, and then I hid it behind my snorkel kit, and then I zip tied it right here to some existing cables. Alright, left turning signal, does it say LT? And it sure does. So it's all done.